Hello and welcome to your Portuguese. As this is a basic course of the Portuguese language, nothing is fairer than beginning it with some basic information. In any language, it is important to be able to communicate anything, mainly when it is about yourself or about other people. It is crucial to express who you are or what you are doing, for example. Although this subject is not organized in Portuguese as well as it is in English, we have decided to include it like this in this course, as a way to introduce it to the new students of Portuguese. In this lesson, we are going to talk about the verb to be in the simple present tense. It's a very important part of speech, so it's crucial that you learn it, so that you can use the Portuguese language properly. In this video, you will know what is the verb to be, its functions, and how you can use it. To be is one of the most important verbs of the English language, and because of that, we have included it in this course, the way it is presented in that idiom. It's also a necessary verb in Portuguese, and they basically express the same thing. The difference is that in English, it's only one, and in Portuguese, it is divided into two, since they may have two diverse functions. The verb to be in Portuguese is divided into two other verbs. They are ser and estar, and the two are used in different occasions. The verb ser expresses existence, and it may be used to talk about characteristics of something or someone. For example, ela é uma estudante. She is a student. Ele é idoso. He is an elderly person. The verb estar expresses state. It may be used to talk about how a person is or about a specific moment, also including some information about place. It's also used in the present continuous tense, yet, not to confound you, we are not going to take it up in this lesson. For example, ela está linda hoje à noite. She is beautiful this night. Está chovendo. It is raining. In Portuguese, to talk about weather, we use a kind of subject that is called sujeito oculto, what in English would be something like hidden subject. So it means that you do not need to indicate any subject in the sentence, but that although you do not see it, it is still there. For you use the verb to be in Portuguese, which in fact are two verbs, ser and estar, as we have already seen, it's necessary to know how to conjugate them. For that, we have disposed the conjugation of these two verbs in two different tables, so that you may know and be able to use them. Eu sou, tu és, ele, ela, você é, nós somos, vós sois, eles, elas, vocês são. Eu estou, tu estás, ele, ela, você está, nós estamos, vós estais, eles, elas, vocês estão. You will see the personal pronouns in future. You do not need to stick on them right now. Also, not always they are used, since by the conjugation of the verbs, many times it is possible to infer what personal pronoun is being used. So focus on the verbs in this moment. Another important detail is that the personal pronoun vós is not used in colloquial speech. It may be used in very formal occasions and old texts, as the Bible, for example. You may replace it with the pronoun vocês and conjugate it as the table indicates. Vós sois povo. You are a population. Vocês são livres. You are free beings. The personal pronoun tu is informal. Do not use it unless you know the person to whom you are talking well. On the contrary, use the você one and conjugate it as the table indicates. Tu és muito inteligente. You are smart. Você é muito simpático. you are very kind. In this lesson, you studied the verb to be in Portuguese. You saw what it exactly is, what its functions are, and how to use it. With this knowledge, you can talk about the existence of people or things, being able to characterize them, as well as to talk about states, for instance, as when you need to talk about how someone is feeling and about a determined period of time. Now, you should be able to convey better basic pieces of information about defined characteristics of being or of things, about variable aspects of how someone may feel and of how things are found at a special moment. This is very important, as in any language, since without this knowledge, any kind of communication may be compromised. If you are not sure you have understood everything, we advise you to review this lesson, so that you can really be able to advance to the next lesson. If you think you have understood everything, we invite you to continue the course. If you think this video was useful for you, share it on your social medias and help other people to learn Portuguese as well. Show us some love too, leaving your like on the video, and if you have some suggestion or constructive criticism, leave it in the comments area.